Mitigation strategies seek to reduce climate change. B. Adaptation strategy indicates B. Adaptation strategy increase the adverse effect of climate change. C. Adaptation strategy focuses on reduction of greenhouse gases. D. Both adaptation and mitigation strategies causes for climate change. Question number 23. What adaptation strategy involves deliberate policy decisions taken in response to climate change impact? A. Anticipatory. B. Reactive. C. Planned. D. Autonomous. Okay. Gaaffiiwwan kanneen akka gaaffii 21ffaa kana yeroo nu gaafataman wantoonni dursinee nuyi beekuu qabnu barattoota. Labsireetiin keenya meeqa? Labsireetii jechuun jijjiirama hanga maqaaqam machal no adaptation. So, A says that mitigation strategies seek to reduce climate change. Yeah. B says that adaptation strategies increase the adverse effect of climate change. It says increasing. No. It is used to decrease the adverse effect of climate change. So B is not the answer. C. Adaptation strategies focus on reduction of greenhouse gases, it says. This is incorrect because adaptation involves adjusting practices to minimize damage from climate impacts rather than reducing emissions. ብክለቱን መቀነስ ሳይሆን በብክለቱ ምክንያት ሊመጣ የሚችለውን ተጽዕኖ መቀነስ መቻል ነው። Or conscious policy decision taken in response to climate change. So, planned adaptation strategy is conscious adaptation strategy. So, planned adaptation strategy refers to strategic and deliberate decisions which are made in response to climate impacts. Anticipatory adaptation is actions taken before a climate impacts occur, but does not specify the deliberate policy aspect. Again, B is not the correct. Why? Reactive is the response after the damage has occurred, not planning ahead or before. D is also not the answer. The reason: autonomous is actions taken spontaneously without external policy guidance or planning. As a result, C is the correct answer for question number 23. Question number 24. Why does the interior continents inland areas are high temperature extremes than coastal locations? A. High influence of maritime air. B. Due to low influence of maritime air. C. Due to short distance from water bodies. D. Due to higher solar radiation receiving. Question number 25. How does a reverse fault differ from a normal fault? A. Hanging wall moves down in reverse faults. B. Reverse faults are caused by tension. C. Hanging wall moves up in reverse faults. D. Normal faults occur in sedimentary rocks. Question number 26. Which international agreement successfully addressed ozone layer depletion? A. Montreal Protocol. B. Kyoto Protocol. C. Paris Agreement. D. Copenhagen Accord. Due to the low influence of maritime air, the interior continents or inland areas are known with having high temperature extremes than the coastal locations. This means the low influence of maritime air is correct because inland areas have less moderating influence from oceans, that leading to more extreme temperature variations. But high influence of maritime air is incorrect. The reason? As high influence would mean middle temperatures, not extremes. Short distance from the water bodies is again incorrect because since there is short distance from the water bodies, a larger water body generally moderates temperature fluctuations. D is also not the correct answer. The reason? A higher solar radiation receiving, it says. No, this may contribute to temperature increases, but not the primary reason for extreme variations. As a result, B is the correct answer for question number 24. Question number 25. Reverse faults occur due to the compressive force where the hanging wall is pushed upward. But A is not correct because it says hanging wall moves down in reverse faults. This describes a normal fault, which is opposite of what happens in reverse faults. B again is wrong. The reason? It says reverse faults are caused by tension, but normal faults are caused by tension, while reverse faults are caused by compression. D is also not the D says normal faults occur in sedimentary rocks. Yeah, but this cannot distinguish the normal fault from the reverse fault effectively. C is the correct answer for question number 25. Montreal Protocol is an international agreement which successfully addressed the ozone layer depletion. The Montreal Protocol successfully addressed the issue of ozone layer depletion by phasing out substances responsible for ozone depletion. These are issues like that of chlorofluorocarbons. But B is not the correct answer. The reason? Kyoto Protocol is focused on greenhouse gas emission and climate changes rather than specifically focus on ozone depletion. While the Paris Agreement aims for global climate action but does not specifically target on ozone layer depletion. And also, Copenhagen Accord was a primarily. So, the correct answer for question number 26 is A. Question number 27. Which classification system is the most effective for studying vegetation-climate relationship? A. Genetic. B. Empirical. C. Köppen. D. Triwarta. Question number 28. Which of the following is not a commonly identified adaptation strategy in Ethiopia? A. Soil conservation. B. Reducing fossil fuel use. C. Planting trees. D. Crop diversification. Question number 29. The type of climate mostly found in mountains and high plateau areas is referred to as A. High latitude climate. B. Polar climate. C. Tropical climate. D. Highland climate. For question number 27, Köppen's climate classification system is most effective for studying vegetation-climate relationship. Genetic climate classification is based on origin, not on vegetations. Empirical climate classification is based on data, but Köppen is more specific. Again, Triwarta climate classification is the modification of Köppen's, so this is less common. As a result, C is the correct answer for question number 27. For question number 28, reducing fossil fuel use is a mitigation, not adaptation. But soil conservation, planting trees, and crop diversification are adaptation. As a result, the correct answer for question number 28 is B. Reducing fossil fuel is a mitigation strategy in Ethiopia, not adaptation. For question number 29, the type of climate which is mostly found in mountains and high plateaus is known as highland climates. The type of climate which is found within high latitude is known as polar region, while the polars are near poles, not in elevation manner. The tropical climate is known as low elevation areas. So, D is the correct answer for question number 29. Question number 30. Which specific pillar of Ethiopia's climate resilient green economy strategy focuses on advancing the use of renewable energy resources? A. Pillar 1. B. Pillar 2. C. Pillar 3. D. Pillar 4. Question number 31. What causes sea breezes during the day? A. Land heats faster than water, creating low pressure over land. B. Water heats faster than land, creating high pressure over sea. C. Equal heating of land and water. D. Polar winds pushing towards the equator. Question number 32. Why does tropical deserts are mostly hot during the day and cold at the night? A. Dense vegetation cover. B. Low cloud cover. C. High humidity. D. High cloud cover. Pillar 1 is the specific pillar of Ethiopia's climate resilience green economy for focusing on advancing the use of renewable energy generation like that of wind energy, turbine energy, and the like. So, Pillar 1 of Ethiopia's climate resilience green economy strategy specifically focuses on adapting renewable energy for power generation. These are including the hydropower, wind, solar, and geothermal. The goal of this is to build a green economy with zero net greenhouse gas emission by 2030. Pillar 2 focuses on improving crop and livestock production practices for higher food security and reducing emission not related to the energy. While Pillar 3 emphasizes on reducing deforestation and increasing reforestation, which is about forest conservation. And also, Pillar 4 targets transportation, industrial efficiency, and the other green technologies. This is also not specifically renewable energy generation. Number 30, A is the correct answer. During the day, land heats up more quickly than water bodies. Guyyaa qaamni dachee qaama bishaanii caala saffisaan ho'a. Sababa kanaaf qilleensi naannoo lafaa jiru baay'ee ho'aa ta'a. Kanaafuu dhifamee ol ka'eetu low pressurii uuma. Ni qabbanaa, hin yabbata. naannoo galaanaa irratti high pressure uumaa jechuudha. Kun immoo sea breeze jedhama. B. Water heats slower than land, not faster than that of land. So this choice is not the actual phenomena. As a result, B is not the correct answer. He says that there is equal heating. So this also not the exact answer. D. Polar winds are part of a global atmosphere circulation and are unrelated to the local coastal wind pressures or patterns like sea breezes. Land heats faster than water and creating low pressure over land is the cause why sea breezes during the day. So A is the correct answer for question number 31. During the day, sunlight hits the surface of the earth directly and intensely, this making it very hot. And at the rivers, at night, the heat escapes quickly into space due to the lack of clouds, this resulting in very cold temperatures. As a result, but denser vegetation covers are not the main characteristics of deserts. Deserts have sparse vegetation, not dense. If the dense vegetation existed, it would help what? Regulate to temperature, reducing what? Extreme. High humidity. Deserts are characterized by low humidity, not high humidity. High humidity retains heat at night, which does not apply in deserts. Okay. D. High cloud cover, it says, would trap heat at night and keep temperature more stable. This contradicts the desert conditions. So B is the correct answer for question number 32. Sababa sa'aatii bal'aa na jalaa fixeedhaaf gaaffiiwwan hafan viidiyoo biraa keessatti qabadhee kan isiniif dhiyaadhu ta'a. ይህ ቪዲዮ ሰፊ ሰዓት የወሰደ ከመሆኑ የተነሳ የቀሩ ጥያቄዎችን በሚመጣው ቪዲዮ ይዤላችሁ የሚቀርብ መሆኑን አሳስባችኋለሁ።